party I put on, she loves it. She loves it.
And we're back here with Detroit Key Club. We got Pastor Terrence Byrne in his house. He is going to give us a 2023 inspirational message. We had him on the last segment, which we had a good time. And
Yes.
Pastor T, and let me introduce my lovely co-host here, Erica and Tasha, Dr. P.
Hey, how's everybody? Happy New Year.
And these
Again.
are founders of Detroit Key Club.
DKC.
And we here. I love you so much.
I love you too.
I don't know what I would do without these ladies.
And what would we do without you?
I can think of 100 things.
Oh, wow.
You already said I was organized.
I know.
Who's gonna keep you straight, Dr. P?
Me?
Well, yeah, she does.
Yeah,
I've been keeping her straight for a long time.
Yes, she has.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what, 2005?
You guys, let me
2005.
tell you, Erica would have a calendar on the dashboard of her car.
Oh, so they say she doesn't have it with her now?
No, I don't. But I usually do.
She stay booked and busy.
Oh, speaking of calendars, Alexis Hull, you can find her on Facebook. She did a segment on Channel 4 Live in the D for her Plan Her. She's got a planner, organizer, and everything for the year. Shout out to my BFF Carletta Counts.
Hey.
You know, Ben Harbor, born and raised, same day. That's my birthday twin.
BH.
But that's her daughter who has this new planner. So I'll put a link to her segment from Live in the D.
Okay.
She was on there on Thursday or Friday this past week. And I ordered my Plan Her. And I can't wait to get it because I want to be like my sissy and write stuff down and plan it so I won't forget because, you know, I've got CRS.
I'm going to need her to get a part 2 for Plan Him.
Oh, Plan Him. Okay, Alexis.
We need a Plan Him.
All right.
I'm tired of just the women getting all the good stuff. You know.
Did you hear that?
Plan Him, Alexis.
I'll be giving you a call, Alexis, for a Plan Him. Tony wants one.
Yeah, I do want one.
All right.
And I'll use it too.
I know you will.
I'm pretty good at that stuff.
Yeah, we're going to let Erica teach us how to plan our lives.
Hi, Missy. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Missy Martin and
I
Taria
heard
B.
everything went good last night. I was being the apprentice yesterday, helping Anthony work, so I missed the soft opening. I was tired. So
I told Missy that I'm gonna bring her on the show.
I'll be there next time.
I gotta check her calendar and see when we can book her for the show. I'd love to bring her in the studio.
All right, cool. So she needs to Plan Her also, huh?
Yeah, make sure you get a book for her so she can have that.
All right,
and we'll be able to present it here in the studio. Also, I want to let everybody know that Detroit Key Club will be in Jamaica this year in August, the 24th to the 28th, staying at the lovely
Bahia
Principe.
Yes.
Jamaican resort.
I'll be back at work, so I'll be there in spirit.
All exclusive or all inclusive, adult only. And I guess that I will be there. Obviously, I'll be there. And so you guys will be able to come party with me. So if you are interested in that, make sure that you visit our website at DetroitKeyClub.com under the VIP travel section. And then you'll have the information for us to deposit and all that there.
Right. But not only do we book Jamaica, we book anywhere you want to go. So you can always reach out to myself or Tony if you want to book a trip, DKC Travel or TRP Travel Services.
That's true. And Tasha, you know, I am your, what did you say that you were to Anthony? Apprentice. I am Tasha's apprentice, Erica, when it comes to the travel.
Yes. I'll teach him everything he needs to know.
And I'm loving it. So I've been doing some bookings and actually getting a few dollars here and there on the commission tip.
Yes, he got his first commission. And I know that because I got a little piece of it. Thank you.
Okay. So anybody that's out there that's looking or maybe interested in it says that the mic is muted. What's up with that? Oh, okay. Anybody that is interested in becoming a travel agent, please get in contact with us at info@DetroitKeyClub.com so you can join in on the fun. especially for those individuals that love to travel.
Right. Great deals, discounts for agents. The more you book with certain vendors, you get points, you get free stays. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time because I worked for AAA for a few years and just kind of continued on with it afterwards. But now that I have basically my own travel agency, I've learned a lot more, and I'm able to, from my upline, the two people, Nina and Tracy, that assist me, I'm able to assist more agents that are under me with building their brand and sending people on some fabulous vacations. Shout out to my niece and nephew that's on vacation right now in Punta Cana. They've already called me today, like, we're ready to book our next trip. So shout out to Ken and Dominique. I will definitely hook you up this evening when I get home.
That's okay. We'll be there at the end of this year for my birthday.
Yeah,
so it's all right.
We're going to Cancun.
You said Cancun?
Yep.
Not Punta Cana?
No.
Cancun?
We're doing Cancun.
Hopefully I don't come up missing.
You won't, because we won't let you leave. You know, you got to stay on resort.
If they take you, they gonna bring you back.
You know, I got too much mouth, and they'll be like, you know what? Send him back to Detroit.
Send him back.
Send him back.
Where we get him from?
Okay, and make sure that you put one of them child leashes on me, so I won't go. I won't.
We gonna put a lost and found tag on you. Return to Erica or Tasha.
Missy, I'm gonna definitely give you that information for the Punta Cana trip and the Jamaica trip. You definitely got to come out.
Missy, Cancun.
I keep putting that plug in.
I know. My mama used to always tell me when I would tell her I'm gonna run away. She was like, "Well, they're gonna bring you right back anyway, because ain't nobody gonna put up with you like I do." So same thing to you, Tony. Ain't nobody gonna put up with you, but us. So yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna bring this up. So Pastor T, so we was in Jamaica.
Bring it up. I need to hear these stories.
Lord.
So Dr. Pryor and I gotta make sure. Oh, we don't have to upload that video. So we went on a little excursion to go shopping, and we went off the beaten path. So the place that we went shopping is like in the alley areas in Jamaica, whatnot. It's
Shout out to Gary in Montego Bay. He's always our tour guide. And I've sent so many people to him.
Hey, why I have his number on speed dial on WhatsApp?
See.
So anyway, we
just get that jerk chicken off the side of the road again.
It was too hot.
It was delicious.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was too hot. I needed some milk.
Keisha.
So we goes in the back, and I'm crying because it was so dark. It was the daytime, but the alley was dark. So we're shopping, and I said Tasha one time. I said Tasha one time. Then everybody and their mom in that alley was like
they were coming out of the woodwork calling me like they had been knowing me all my life.
And Tasha kept looking around like, who? Y'all know me? Come to my shop. Come to my shop. Come to my shop.
I was scared.
And you got to tell them about that outfit.
But I wanted those shorts. I really wanted those blue jean shorts. And the lady said, "Turn around, my sister. Turn around." No, your booty too big for my shorts. I said, "Well, excuse me."
Oh my God. I almost
told you was
died.
just mad because you done had this big booty.
Maybe one of your cheeks.
I told her that's why I ain't gonna buy nothing else now. I wanted them shorts.
You should have still got them. You should have got two of them though.
And what, sold them together, nigga? Whatever.
Tasha got a booty now, so she need a little extra room.
Now it's always been there. What you talking about?
I thought this was about DKC.
It is, but you know, ain't nothing wrong with a little COVID weight. You know, it's all right.
No, I'm gonna get rid of this COVID weight.
Little thick.
Ruin.
You better get in contact.
Hi, Keisha. My best friend is on, y'all.
Oh, Kiki. She should be here in the studio.
Yeah, she can come next time.
All right,
live audience.
We got to get back into this show.
We
got T over here. He's just laughing at us like we're a bunch of bandits. All right, so let's get into this because I need an inspirational message for 2023 since I missed church this morning.
Me too.
Oh my God.
I was there. Look, like you said, your brother was there in spirit. So was I.
I've been doing bedside service though.
No, you got to get up.
Shout out to the YouTube church.
Right, and Facebook. Because Liberty Temple was live every but I did listen to my cousin Ronald Dyson out of Benton Harbor. I did attend Facebook church with him this morning. And then shout out to my family and keep us in prayer because his mom passed this week. So
and we're gonna stop saying
having
shout out.
her
We're gonna
coming.
stop saying shout out because now I'm feeling like we said it too much. Because I'm gonna say shout out to Detroit Key Club.
Well, yeah, my cousin Ronald Dyson, dynamic preacher in Ben Harbor.
What kind of preaching he do? Because I only like the hoop and hollering.
Oh, he's a hoop and hollering preacher sometimes.
I don't like inspirational speakers.
But you just called Pastor Tia.
No, my pastor jumps pews.
Oh, well, my pastor stand on the pews too. Oh, so you my kind of pastor.
Let me tell you, Terrence will do backflips from the pew to the door. She is very athletic.
I need to come visit. Y'all
don't have no
10.
chandeliers. And he can play the organ. He can play the drums. He'll give it to you any which way. Like he can give you Joe Osteen or get it to you like G.E. Patterson. Which one you want?
Some T.D. Jakes too.
You know, T.D. Jakes
some sap and some Hammond. He got it all.
T.D. Jakes been hanging with Oprah too much, so he kind of got that. He's starting to be a televangelist too. So I don't know.
Shade.
No shade. Oprah, please don't have your people trying to inbox me. I love Oprah.
I do too.
We wasn't talking about her. We're talking about T.D. Jakes.
The shade you was giving.
The woman that out loose.
You know what? What's our inspirational message?
We're gonna let Dr. Pryor. I think she'd make a great pastor.
What?
Yeah. Maybe a missionary.
Yeah.
I got some work. Ooh, he's still working on me. Oh Jesus, he's still working on me.
Erica, what prayer? Maybe a missionary.
No, Erica's gonna be the assistant pastor. Oh yeah.
I told Fred yesterday. He keep coming to church with me. He's gonna be on the usher board.
Girl, they're gonna be bleep.
Wait a minute, the Bible said laughter is like a medicine. So
right.
Because I can't cuss at work, so I cuss too much.
Yeah, she's a cussing Catholic.
You can be angry, not
a cussing Catholic.
It's okay to be angry. We all get angry.
How many Hail Marys I'm gonna have to?
Full of grace.
But you know what? I've been really good. You know, I haven't said one cuss word.
Good.
You have. I am so proud of you. You're growing.
It's our company.
Yeah, I think it's our company.
Oh, my pastor know I'm a heathen.
Okay.
I enjoy them.
I'm not one of those fake church members that try to act holy and thou on Sunday, and then on Monday they popping it at the club like it's
Sunday night. What you mean Monday?
Oh,
we used to go to
$2 Tuesday, Welfare Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday. Don't get no ideas, Erica. Anyway,
you saw that brain working.
No.
What's Welfare Wednesday? I never heard of that one.
That's when it's half off at the door, free for ladies, and
that's new.
$1 beer. Well, inflation, $2.50 beer.
You learn something new every day.
See, that's back in the days. And
I'm older than you. Talking about back in the day.
Missy over there laughing because they know I like to party. Everybody knows I love to party. I love to see people have a good time.
True.
I'm just a people person. I like to be in the midst.
You've seen that
in
movie,
the midst of it all.
That movie, Thank God It's
Shout
Friday.
out to Yolanda Adams.
And you seen that movie, Thank God It's Friday. That's kind of part of you, you know.
No, I'm more like the Friday After Next.
Friday After Next.
Yeah, I'm not. What, Erica?
I don't know. I can't say anything. I'm probably worse than you.
She the Friday after the next Friday.
Yeah.
Hit me on the Friday after next when I get paid. Then we can hang out there.
Y'all know where I be at home on the couch.
Tasha,
that's y'all on Facebook.
Hold on, that's what
I
you
did
say.
all this. I did all this stuff that y'all. I'm older than y'all.
But I peruse your page though. You be out. You just don't tell me, Erica. But it's okay. No shade. You just said you and Fred go out all the time.
Yeah, to the flea market.
That's Erica. That's what we calling it these days. The flea market. Girl, it's hard to get rid of fleas, so I can't go.
You know what?
What?
You better stop it.
I know before I get in trouble. I love you, Fred.
Do you all have New Year's resolutions?
No. I don't do that.
Oh, me neither.
Most people fail their resolution in 2 weeks. Yeah. How do I know? Because I was at the gym. Okay, I went back to the gym. After Christmas, it was packed.
Back to the gym.
And then when I went this morning, it was empty. So it
only took a week.
And you know that summer bodies are built in the winter. And so they'll come in there for a couple of weeks and get and feel like they got it all together.
Were you at Planet Fitness?
LA Fitness, right at Auto Drive in Southfield in Allen Park.
Because I thought maybe they used that $10, that first month.
How many people you know that got that $10 taken out of their account all the time and never goes?
And never went.
They making a lot of money.
It's some people in here raising their hand. Yeah.
Erica, that's $120 a month.
I know, and I pay it faithfully for like the last 5 years.
Girl,
and I think in 5 years I may have been 5 times.
You need a refund.
That's your chapter dues.
I know. It's sad. It's so sad.
You're there. You're there in
Terrence
spirit.
I'm there in spirit. My
guys,
spirit works out every single day.
For those of you that are listening in on the podcast, we got Terrence sitting right across from me, and he is cracking up like he cannot constrain himself, like restrain himself.
You told me they were fun. And they are, yeah.
He is having a ball.
It's the Leo.
I told you it was going to be a hot mess, though. Didn't I tell him it was going to be a hot mess?
I mean, we're not too much of a hot mess.
No, until we get that look.
We're not
that
cursing like we normally do, so we're being good today.
Is it first Sunday?
No, that was last week.
Okay, my first Sunday started today.
Lord. Will y'all come and get my little brother?
Miss, do this in the remembrance of me.
You know what?
He said every time you sip of that cup and drink of the wine.
Lord, I'm going to pray for
Listen, I'm going to have so many people that's going to inbox me. I'm getting in trouble.
Yep. I'm going to pray for him, y'all.
The views and opinions of this show does not reflect certain individuals.
Right. Keep DKC in your prayers.
Okay.
Oh, man, it's funny.
All right. Let me get back.
No resolutions.
Nope.
We're having our inspirational message from Pastor T. I'm trying to keep
us. Everybody get it.
I got the gigglies.
I got the gigglies. No, be yourself. I love it. I love it. I'm not gonna lie. When y'all around me, I let all y'all just be yourself.
Yes.
Right. That's all you can be. You can't be anybody but yourself. And I think I put on Facebook one day this week as one of my tips. Always be your best self. When you show up, you don't have to be anybody else. Just be you.
This is my last church joke. I just pulled out me a church. All right, so I just pulled out a church napkin out of my my pocket, and because I'm crying.
You want me to take us? And you want me to sing a solo?
Nope, I got my nurse aide over here. She's gonna bring me some water.
She's gonna bring you some water and put that towel around your neck.
Put that towel around my neck. All right. Oh my God, we're so bad.
Lord.
I cannot deal with this.
I'm done.
I love it.
I ain't playing with you no more.
Erica, just slap me because I can't no more.
I love it.
Don't tell me.
All y'all podcasts are great. I'm telling you, y'all keep me laughing.
Man, it's just like
Keisha said you are a blasphemy.
Keisha, come and get him.
Girl, I'm gonna need you to take my name off
Keisha,
that.
come get him.
Keisha, come get him.
See, I just like to say this stuff that people...
when we go outside and the lightning bolt come from the sky.
See,
you walk out first.
Listen, I like to say the things that people want to say but are afraid to say it.
You're right.
True.
Because we all think it.
Right.
We just don't say it.
Right. And nothing happens to you when you say it, so they should try it sometime.
Don't you open that Pandora box because people will start saying some things they shouldn't say.
Saying, you know, you got to be you. And I mean, why be somebody that you're not when you're in difference? Be you all the time. That's the only person that I can be.
My grandma always say, be modest and decent and in order.
Right.
Okay. So don't be yourself because yourself may not be what everybody want to see.
But that's
that's the same as come as you are. Yeah, you can come in the church house with some stripper outfit if you want to.
Nah, that ain't as y'all.
Okay. No, that's not gonna happen at all. All right. I need a message.
Right.
Missy, Missy, come get your best friend. Come get your best friend, Missy.
Oh, I cannot.
Because he is.
All right,
someone.
Pastor T, come on, because I know we got people on there.
Y'all in one.
Y'all on one. Missy, that's Tony. You already
Somebody
know.
said, don't test it.
My best friend, she know I'm a hot mess. She already knows. She already knew. I'm a hot mess.
That's okay. Y'all know that TikTok where they were dancing and they slapping people? I'm gonna slap them in a minute.
Girl, you
play some music.
Oh, hey, David. David, yeah.
All right, y'all.
All right, come on, Pastor T. Let's get it.
All right, okay. Hey, I'm having a lot of fun here. I just want to encourage you on some realistic, and I only have one verse that I'm going to, and this is in Romans 15.
Wait a minute, let me get my
Hold on, let me send me some
Bible
communion
app
juice.
open.
15 and 4.
Let me get my Bible app
I'm a
open.
coffee drinker, so
Alexa, play. Oh,
You finna get us some.
You said
choir
Romans
going.
what?
You
Romans
finna get the choir and the
15
organ going.
and 4.
Romans 15 and
I was
4.
about to say.
I
Alexa,
did do a good
Romans
deed today.
15
I
and
mean,
4.
there was a church that needed a musician today, so I decided to, today, as I said, volunteer to help out.
I hope they paid you.
He said he volunteered.
They gave me a good love.
They gave him a love offering.
But like I
That's
said,
pay.
I know, but he volunteered, so he didn't ask for pay. They offered.
All right, I'm shutting up.
Right.
But it was fun today. It was fun. So I picked this one. Everybody knows Paul interacted a lot with Rome. Can I just be realistic?
Yes.
This is not a true, but he interacted a lot with the people of Rome. As you know, he also was a Roman citizen. Paul was a very educated man, though he knew the Jewish law, he knew his heritage, but he was very educated. So as he gave this, he said, I look at this one verse, in verse 4 says, whatsoever was written. Let me just put that in the
Are you reading from the King James
I'm gonna do
version?
it from the King James version.
I'm in an amplified.
We could do amplified is good too. Amplified is good.
It sounds like I'm educated.
Let me download that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amplified is even better. I think the interpretation is better. But in the 4th verse says, whatsoever things were written aforetime, meaning before time or in past, were written for our learning, that through patience and comfort of the scriptures we might have hope. Okay. I took this and I'm just going to use just as you can fit, and it can even come in discussion as well.
Mm-hmm.
I said when things are messages, anybody can come and have a conversation and dialogue. Turning and learning and turning.
Let me put that in my notes.
Turning and learning and turning. I picked this because I'm around phenomenal leaders. This great core of successful business entrepreneurs and educators. But one of the things I was impressed when I first met y'all and came into even one of your events is how skillfully and strategic you all put things together, and how the audience that even you attracted was people, professionalism, working class, laborers. It was just phenomenal to see. And this is why I said turning and learning, because we've been in COVID where it's been like a confinement. And we know the word confine also means when you're restricted. I put down just a few notes, or to keep within a certain perimeter, a certain area, be surrounded. But I think the thing is, during the COVID, we've kind of restricted ourselves from growing from an educational perspective. We restricted ourselves from growing about things about life. And we sometimes don't allow ourselves as a time for learning. I mean, I understand a lot of people tried to figure out from a health perspective. We tried to figure it out from a spiritual or revelation, but did really anybody take time to really improve the way they look at things in life? Going back and just rehearsing the things that you've acquired from the past or you were taught. Because throughout the Bible, you will always find that the Bible does talk about learning. It does talk about Proverbs. He said, the fear of the Lord is beginning of wisdom, but a fool will despise wisdom and instruction.
Right.
So Paul was really trying to get them to see that, these things and all this information that was put together in the past was put together for a specific purpose, because there were going to be times like the COVID. There was going to be times where you were faced with new jobs, new promotions, things you were dealing in your community that we really didn't have a handle on really comprehending. Because remember, understanding and knowledge are two different things.
Right.
Understanding is to comprehend what you have acquired, and knowledge is to be aware of what you have comprehended. Because understanding, if you really look at it, is the word under means beneath or below. Something has to lodge within the surface, what we call the brain, or what you retain.
Right.
And then you become aware of what it is and what it can do, or what we say, or the being conscious to it. When we say something that's conscious is alive, how does it work? How does it function? So many times we, like as I said earlier, we look at education not being appealing or not being something that we want to get into. So very briefly, I started off with turning and learning, turning, because the word, first of all, to turn is to move in a certain direction, is to move in a specific way or move into another direction. I won't get into all of it, but it also talks about the route or the path. It also means to move and change from one position to another, even to bend, even to unfold. When is the last time you can say that I unfolded myself? Because when you think about something that is turning and then it pivots to another direction, it goes into motion in order to get set.
Right.
And sometimes we don't put ourselves in a place where we're getting set. Now we're coming where the COVID is, some of the things are still here, but what are we getting set to? Well, I think one of the things we need to really get set to is putting ourselves in a position to gain information or find where the information can be accessed. We got internet, we got that, but I'm talking about the information of having, like you said, some specific conversations. Paul was trying to get them to see that the things that are written for our learning was written for you to be informed. Okay, so I'm going to go back here, and I'm just going to pivot around a little bit. When something is informed, you are what we call, you are gaining specifics. You're gaining details. You're gaining data. You're gaining something that needs to be retained, because all of it leads back to one word when we say that being informed is education and educated. Turning and learning is the way you learn is you must have something to provide you with a structure or a transcript. Even with Moses, he had to be provided with the commandments, the do's and don'ts, in order to keep him what we call on a path or keep him on a course. And a lot of times we look at the word education, especially when in ministry, and we get afraid.
Right.
It's not only just because how can you really comprehend or how can you really be aware of the Bible if you're not reading right? Just like I told you about my defect. I had to learn how to pronunciate words, even from different manuscripts. I had to even learn, especially a job. So the point is I had to move myself into a direction in order to learn and learning, to be better. And that's what I said. I think the purpose is that we've got to know that there is time for much moving and improving, but improvement in our lives. And that comes from the turning phase. But when I say the learning part of it, the purpose of learning is learning will help lead us into better. Learning will help lead us into things that are exciting.
Sure.
Learning will help lead us into success. When the word learn means, it means to gain or obtain the knowledge and skills, or we say the knowledge, what we call not only that, just the certain skills, but the experience. Because when you have that experience, the good thing about it, experience is it brings more expertise. I mean, I know all of us don't have the same ability, but I want to be an expert at something. Even if I'm an expert at just encouraging you today and saying hi, or I can support you today, I feel good about that. So when we say that turning, it is time for us really to get into a place where we get into position to gain or obtain some skills in order to perform progressively, or in order to perform with having progress, improve our performance, production, and productivity. That's another whole nother subject.
That's a whole nother. We're gonna bring you back on that one.
We're gonna change your thing to turn me in 2023.
Well, look, Terry, look at it.
Let me sip my communion juice.
So I said that when you ask yourself, turning and learning and learning and turning, is that one of the important things that feedback is that why we turn and learn is because what it does, it gains me traction. Because when I become trained into something that I may need improvement on, and let me say this, a lot of us, training is good at all times. I love getting trained, no matter if it's from the least or from the greatest, because what that does, that adds to my identity profile. You know why people are afraid when they turn and learning? Because it shows them where they really are at. Identity.
I'm sorry. I just keep thinking about that Bonnie Taylor song. Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit.
It does.
Okay. All right.
No, that's true.
But you're right, though.
But
I see what you're saying, though, about how, we talk about the direction that we're going in.
Yep.
But I've never really thought about, like you say, you put that action to with that turn. Like when you always say, oh, I chose to go left or right. What path did you take in your life? So it makes a lot of sense with that turn, because if you didn't take that extra step, where would you end up? Where would you be? What path would you be on? Where would you be in a lot of life decisions that you make?
Right.
As far as your career, your children, your spouse or your mate, your partner, what have you, just everyday things. So that I never really thought about it that way. And pastors always say, turn to your neighbor. So hey,
and so
there's action in it.
And I'm thinking about that too. So for the when we were talking about the New Year's resolution, it's not the resolution, but it's the process and the turn.
Yep.
Where do you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Not where do you see yourself, but where do you want to go?
Right,
because we see ourselves at a lot of places, but that we miss out on the process of making the turns.
That's right. It's and this is where it's so important, as I was saying earlier, and you're absolutely right. The comments are absolutely on point. We don't allow ourselves, because what learning and turning does, it helps us identify, again, our identity, but the strengths and weaknesses or the vulnerabilities. It's like you have communities, we call them at-risk communities. Why don't we say they're vulnerable to be at risk?
True.
Because we're always saying that they're at risk. Okay, if they're at risk, can't we provide some type of resistance? Or we look at words prevention and intervention. Learning and turning, what it does is it's also a step of a different type of intervention. It's another type of prevention, meaning I'm including data in order for you to grow. Or to you to think of yourself as unique. I always tell people, you may look weak to some, but you're unique. I may be weak to the eye of somebody, but I know I'm unique, because I know in me is learning. I know in me that I have acquired something to give me to go on. The reason why I say all that, to say this, is that I believe that all of us have been chosen to lead.
Right.
To an extent. We've all been chosen to lead somebody, or lead groups, or lead an idea, or lead a concept. If you notice that when God ever dealt with man, and what was in his mind, he deposited, people call it download, but like I say, he deposited, but it came from he deposited, because you know this to be true. Romans 11:29 says the gifts and callings without reproach. It doesn't matter how many mistakes you made, how many times you've been through things. I will say it. People condemned me because I was married and divorced. Okay. It hurt. Yes. I understood some of the traditions, some of the things. They said you couldn't do this. I did have a son out of wedlock. I'm not ashamed of it. I love my son.
Me too. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean on that one.
But I tell people, I learned how to develop to be a better father. And let me tell you what happened. It took strong women of culture to help encourage me how to raise my child. And he went on to Texas A&M with a BA in accounting.
You know what?
Think about that.
Let me know if you're free. I think we need to bring you back on the next show so that we can, because I know some people kind of want to know the rest of this story. And we're going to wrap this up on today. I appreciate you so much for being a guest here on our show at Detroit Key Club. Tasha and Erica, any last message you'd like to give to our lovely audience?
Well, don't forget to follow us on social media, IG Detroit_Key Club, and don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page.
And just a huge thank you to all of our friends, family, and then even strangers who follow us, who come to our events, and who continue to support us. And then, and we try to do all that we can as well to support a lot of different entrepreneurs and people that are in our circles as well. So are we doing any advertising or anything like that for I know people can come to our web page and do advertisements for their businesses and get some tips. And and like you said, we definitely need Pastor T back.
Yeah, we got to bring you back
with us because I was
we was getting
ready.
into
I
it.
was getting ready.
She was holding her mule.
I was hey,
okay.
Especially about that, like you said about the single parenting thing,
right?
Because growing up in church, I left and went away to college. Got pregnant. I had to hear a whole lot from a whole lot of people.
Don't go into too much because we need that for the next show.
Ain't that crazy?
We're gonna say that for the next show.
My baby is in a good spot right now.
And let me tell you this,
very good spot.
To all of our listeners, if you would like to be a guest on our show, please contact us at info@detroitkeyclub.com. Remember to always check us out at www.detroitkeyclub.com for all events and other things. All right. We are signing off. I am Antonio Williams, one of your co-hosts on today's show with the lovely Erica and Tasha. Till next time.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Peace.